The Thermite Grenade and Molotov Cocktail are both fire-based lethals in Vanguard that seem pretty similar. My friends and myself kept wondering if there was any difference between them, so I ran some tests and the results were pretty shocking, to the point that 99% of the time you should not be using the Molotov. I really shouldn't be saying that this early on in the video, but I'm pretty confident the stats I have to share will keep you intrigued. I plan on talking about Into the AM towards the end of the video, but real quick, they make sweet shirts. They're having a crazy Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale right now. You can use my link to get an even bigger discount. Stick around to the end to learn more. So the way damage works for these lethals is actually pretty simple compared to previous COD games. They'll deal a set amount of damage on impact, and impact in this game is anywhere within the initial explosion radius, and then they will deal burn damage over time. And the damage is a flat value. It doesn't matter if you're standing in the middle of the fire or at the very edge of the flames. The Thermite will deal 25 damage on impact and then ticks for 25 damage every 500 milliseconds. The Molotov deals 40 damage on impact and 10 tick damage every 333 milliseconds. Now, believe it or not, both of these lethals are considered sticky grenades. The Thermite actually sticks to the player model. The Molotov doesn't stick on direct impact, but the fire stays with you and burns you for a very long time. You're guaranteed to die if you're directly hit by either of these grenades. So I crunched all the numbers in every scenario possible, and the results are the Thermite kills equally as fast, or in most cases faster than the Molotov. If you're caught in an explosion on impact, the Thermite will kill in 1.5 seconds, where the Molotov takes a full 2 seconds to kill. If there's no direct impact and you just run into the flames, like on the shipment B flag for example, that's always covered in Thermites and Molotovs, in this scenario it takes the Thermite 2 seconds to kill from burn damage, where the Molotov takes 3.3 seconds. The Molotov's faster tick rate does not make it a better lethal, at least in terms of damage. Even with an extra second of burn duration, if you calculate the damage over time, the Thermite is going to deal 100 plus more damage with and without direct impact bonus. The only advantage to using a Molotov in terms of damage is that it will kill on impact in hardcore. The Thermite will take 1 additional tick, but that's not much of an advantage for the Molotov. So surely the Molotov has to have some other advantage, right? We still have to consider things like range and throw distance and throw speed. So let's compare these lethals' range. If you throw them on the ground, the Thermite actually has a larger range, a larger burn radius. The Molotov looks larger visually, which made me think it'd be a good lethal for zone control on maps like Shipment, but the Thermite actually deals more damage further out than the Molotov. On surfaces, the Thermite will burst out equally in each direction, where the Molotov, it does stick to the surface, but it doesn't spread and deal damage as much. You can see on a wall, the Thermite deals damage way further than the Molotov does. This is even more noticeable if you stick these to a ceiling. The Molotov won't even burn you in this example. The Thermite can be avoided if you prone and crawl across the ground, but it will tick you if you're standing or even crouching. Yet another L for the Molly. So what about throwing distance? Well, the Thermite has a faster velocity, which means you can throw it farther than the Molotov. And to be honest, you can get both pretty far when you adjust for height properly, but the Thermite will be easier to place and it can get extra distance at those very extreme ranges. Well, maybe the Molly will win in throw speed, right? Well, no. The Thermite throws about 30% faster than the Molotov. The entire animation from taking it out to throwing the lethal is faster for the Thermite, and even if you hold each of these nades in the cooked position and then toss it, the Thermite is going to throw faster. It's pretty crazy, but not as crazy as the Into the AM sale happening right now. I've been working with them for about 3 years now. I absolutely love their stuff. Their Black Friday Cyber Monday sale is running now through December 3rd. You can get anywhere from 20% up to 80% off site-wide. They have graphic tees like this new Astral Adventure one. They have other sick designs. I mean, I even just saw one of my favorite designs up for $5 on the site. They just launched a minimal line for some of their more popular designs if you're into that stuff. They do fleece hoodies and all over print hoodies, jackets, joggers, and more. On top of the sale, you can save an additional 10% off if you shop through my link that I'll have down below in the description and in the pinned comment. So yeah, the Thermite is better than the Molotov in every way possible, minus those direct impacts in hardcore, but these lethals just seem very unbalanced. There's no reason to use a Molotov whatsoever. I thought it'd be way better because it's one of the last pieces of equipment you'll unlock at level 50, and I think the Molotov needs a buff. If they up the tick damage to somewhere between 12 and 15 on the Molotov, it'd create actual balance and make the Molotov good in some situations and the Thermite better in other situations. Or maybe they should nerf the Thermite instead. I haven't done the math in my head on what change would put the Thermite in line with the Molly, but the Thermites are quite powerful in the game as is, so maybe they need to be nerfed. So what do you think? Should they buff the Molotovs or nerf the Thermites? Or you think everything's fine as is? Feel free to share your thoughts in a comment. Please tap the like button if you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Also consider subscribing to the channel. I've already uploaded and will continue to upload tons of Vanguard content for the foreseeable future. So if you like what you see, consider subscribing to the channel. If you'd like to help support the channel directly, don't forget you can check out some of the links down below in the description, which includes Into the AM and their crazy sales happening right now. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Peace.